Hello and welcome to the UK Minifigure Collectors YouTube channel, the only channel that has a primary focus on nothing but minifigures. Now today I'd like to amalgamate two different sort of video styles. The first being my very first blind bag opening, which I've always been very wary of. The second, I'd like to actually show some knockoffs for a change. As you can see in front of me are the Pokemon Detective Pikachu blind bag figures. Now these were released in about 2019 to sort of coincide with the movie, but yet these are 100% unofficial. There were no official Detective Pikachu blind bag figures released, and especially not in the UK. There may have been in Japan and China, but there definitely wasn't in the UK. So let's move on and take a closer look. So if I just take this one on the right. Now the first thing that I've noticed, I don't know if it translates very well over camera, but do you remember, like, when you see DVDs on a market stall or on a boot fair, and the pictures, especially when there's a pirate DVD, it has that very hazy sort of look, which is a very obvious style of a printout. Well, that's what this has. It's that haziness. It's just a very, very low grade picture. Now, looking at the warning information, I do believe it's Spanish, Dutch, French, German and English. All very similar, all choking small parts, that sort of thing. But one thing I have noticed is there's no copyright information. There's no manufacturer's address. There's nothing like that. That's a dead giveaway straight away, even over the picture. The fact that there's no copyright and there's no sort of manufacturer's address or anything like that. Right, see if I can actually cut into the thing. Now, one of the reasons I've been so against doing blind bag openings is I'm always really worried that there's a checklist or cards or something inside the actual inside the bag, and I'm scared of cutting them. Obviously this one definitely has cards. So as I'm sure you're aware, you can see straight away these cards aren't real. There's just something off about them. The first card being a Charmander card. I mean, the grade of the card, the actual material just feels very weak. It's not strong like the others. So like I said, Charmander, and you can see the quality is just not in this card. The picture looks like it's taken from the TV show, and the description just doesn't look right. The picture on the back of the card, the Pokeball, it looks like it's just been sort of added to the actual swirl effect on the back. I'm just wondering if the card is actually thinner than the originals, but it'd be very hard to check by comparing them. So the second card is Squirtle. Again, that picture, it looks like it's taken directly from the TV show. And the writing, Pokemon Go cards, who's ever heard of those? And the last card from this pack is Bulbasaur. Now again, the picture looks like it's a direct lift off, say, the cartoon series or possibly from a comic book. But this move here, Phaser Leaf, I'm pretty sure the move was called Razor Leaf. I mean, these are dead giveaways, like very obvious fakes. Now looking at the figure, they're not actually the worst figure. Now I believe this one's actually called Cranidos. Now, you know, the detail on it, well, it hardly has any detail in fairness. You know, there's a little bit of flashing. It feels very, very top heavy, like the head's bit like, you know, you try and stand it up and it's going to fall over. And it will anyway, because you can see the flash under the foot there, which means I'll have to blue tack it when I do the show reel. But, you know, you can see straight away the workmanship is just very poor. It's very quickly done. Yeah, not the best figure. And as predicted, yes, you can see it's not going to stand up. So, moving on to the left packet. See if I can actually get a decent cut across these. Oh. I'm going to have to move the cards down because they're actually slightly higher in this one. This is why I always worry about doing blind bag openings. So just slice across this top. Sorry about the speed of this, it's just the way I am. And empty the contents. Right, so let's look at the cards first. So the first card, we have Pikachu. Now, again, the same problem with the picture. I won't keep repeating myself. This move, Gnaw, I'm pretty sure was actually called Bite on the actual original Pokemon cards. But again, same sort of information. Bulbasaur again with that same move of Phaser Leaf, which would be Razor Leaf. And the last card is Mankey, which is actually my favourite character of the original TV series. But again, you can see straight away these are obvious copies. They're not real. That picture on the back is so disappointing. So if I just bring in an original card, it's actually one of my daughter's cards, but the one with the yellow border is the original. Now the first thing you'll notice is the actual cut of the corners. The originals are actually rounded, but these ones are actually just straight cuts, like a perfect right angle. But the quality in the actual picture, you can see the artist has actually made the effort to make these pictures more interesting, and there's a lot more information contained on the cards, and especially down at the bottom it gives you more information about the copyright, when it was done and things. This one has nothing. Again, like I say, a very dead giveaway. The card is actually just a few centimetres shorter as well, across the actual width of it, just very slightly out. And the important piece, the actual figure. Now this isn't the worst sculpt, this is actually quite accurate of Squirtle. The paint application isn't the best, it's slightly off in my opinion, but you know, the mould isn't the worst of the figures. You know, tiny bit of flashing, which you know you expect when you get a little knockoff figure. You know, but one thing I have noticed is the eyes look slightly off. They're supposed to be kind of centralised above the little sort of this bit here. There's, you know, the eyes are too far to the right hand side on the screen when they should be that little bit more to the left. It's just silly little details like that you can tell that these are fakes, and again, no markings on them. So what I'll do is I'll get on with the show reel. In fairness, these are actually not the worst knockoffs that I've seen. You know, I've seen some really, really poor ones over the years, and these are actually not too bad. You know, they do have a slight quality about them, so they've tried really hard to make good knockoffs. You know, the picture quality on the bag, that's a dead giveaway. The lack of information on the back is another giveaway. Once you open it, you know, the figure itself, the sculpt, it's just not as exact as what I would expect from, say, Pokemon with their such high-grade figures. You know, the colour differences being, again, a major part of that. You know, the cards are very, very obvious fakes with the cards. You know, once you stick a card next to them, you know straight away that they are fake. They do look like they've actually just been printed on a home computer. So, that's my first blind bag opening. Hopefully, you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. And I hope to catch you all again in the next video.